What's good, y'all? We are back with another reaction video, man. And if you didn't know, I'm an American living in Norway, and today we got Don't Move to Norway. 11 reasons why you should never move to and live in Norway. Hold up. So I just moved here about 3 or 4 months ago, and now I see this video pop up on my page that says Don't Move to Norway. So I'm super curious of why she's gonna say 11 reasons why you shouldn't. That's a lot of reasons. So hey, I'm all ears, man. Let's see why you shouldn't move here, and let's see if I made a mistake. Who knows? I might have made a mistake. So man, let's get right into this, man. Again, man, if you want to submit a video for me to react to on this channel, man, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM of a video, and I'll give you a shout out in the beginning of that video, man. Other than that, man, let's get right into this.
You should never move to Norway. I have at least 11 reasons why you should never ever move to this country.
I know the Norwegians were not happy about this.
4 p.m. town center. Everything is shut. Like the only person outside. Even the supermarkets are closed here. Think twice before you moving to Norway, especially outside Oslo, the capital. Number 1. Learning a new language. And believe me, Norwegian is a very rare language. If you think about it, the population of Norway is 5,747,000 people. This population speaks 3 official languages in Norway: Norsk, Bokmål and Sami. So even before you're moving to Norway, you need to figure out which part of the country you are moving to and find a tutor, Norwegian language teacher, coming from that part of the country. Why I don't speak Norwegian? Good question.
That's a good question.
As I told you before, I'm an expert. I'm just a guest in this country, so that's why I can get away with speaking English only. But don't forget that in 2010, before I moved from Moscow to England, I had to study English language quite hard. I had to pass my IELTS exam to be able to study in England. So I started preparing for that exam 2 years before I actually made my final move. So if you don't want to study a new language and don't want to study this language well in advance, you actually move to Norway, well, you better don't move to Norway.
Okay. That's a valid reason. I mean, that'd be for anywhere though, for any other country. You feel me?
Number 2, adjusting for a new climate. I'm getting this question quite a lot. How can you handle Norwegian winter? Well, my usual answer is, I can handle it easily and with a great pleasure.
With pleasure.
First of all, I did my research well before I came to the country, and I knew that where I was going to live, the temperature winter time can drop up to minus 20 degrees Celsius, and summertime it can rise to plus 30 degrees Celsius. Guys, I'm from Russia. I survived worse in my childhood. Secondly,
I forgot she is from Russia.
there is no such a thing as a bad weather, only inappropriate clothes. Guys, you cannot imagine how advanced clothing industry is these days. People climb Everest and other mountains. Do you really think it's difficult to find the right clothing to keep you warm and cozy with the temperature just minus 20 degrees? I was snowboarding with this temperature last year. It was lots of fun. I can't wait to do it this winter. By the way, Christopher, if you're watching me now, yes, I will definitely make my way to that point and I will have that snowboarding lesson. Thank you so much. Carry on talking about winter clothes. Just go to your local sports shop. You will be surprised how easy it is to get equipped with the right clothing.
But how much is it gonna cost? How much you better spend in that store? Because I've been in that store a couple times. It's not cheap.
For the temperature. And number 3, you are weather dependent. Like you cannot work or you cannot function when the sun doesn't shine brightly. That's different, and you will have to change your attitude because the weather in Norway can change 10 times per day, especially autumn or springtime. And also wintertime, the days are going to be shorter. So if your mood and your ability to work and perform strictly depends on weather, well, I'm afraid Norway is not the right country for you. Let's carry on talking about the weather.
Valid. That's a valid fact.
The last point about the weather, I promise. The last one. Point number 4. You don't like outdoor activities. If you can't stand outdoor activities, Norway is not.
I mean, honestly, like, you should like outdoor activities. Like even if you don't and you move here, get over it. Get outside. Get your booty outside and start and go on a run, go on a jog, go walk, go ski. Like that shouldn't be like a thing of not to move here.
The
I mean,
right
just get
country
outside.
for you. People in Norway spend pretty much all their time outdoors. Winter is perfect for snowboarding and skiing.
I can't wait to
Summertime
ski
is
again, y'all. I cannot
ideal
wait to
for
ski again.
hiking. Your house in Norway is just a hub to pack your lunch and discuss your further outdoor adventures. If you're not a big fan of nature and outdoor activities, well, you should think about it. Maybe Norway is not the right country for you. Number 5, let's get serious. When you move to Norway or to any other country, you will have to work hard, much harder than you used to work in your own country. If in your own country you're already native and you're already familiar with everything, in any new country you will have to invest your time and take that effort to become a part of the society. In other words, you will need to win your place in this new society. Just imagine, you're finishing your work in Norway and instead of going meet with your friends and do pleasant things, you will have to go to your Norwegian classes or to study Norwegian language at home. You will not be able to watch your Netflix and your favorite movies. You will have to switch all the movies you're watching into Norwegian because this is the fastest and the best way to practice and master any new language. Are you ready to sacrifice your free time and your favorite activity and start investing in your development in a new country? If your spare time and your social life is more important for you, well, international relocation might be just not for you. Number 6, yes, I'm staying here because I like the light. You will miss your local food and local ingredients.
That's facts. I do miss my food from back home, y'all. Even though the food here has better ingredients or whatever, it's healthier, blah, blah, blah. I miss the food from back home, y'all. Not as much as you probably think, but of course, man, I grew up eating a certain kind of food. I'm gonna miss it. I do.
Ingredients. I've heard this so many times. My favorite ingredients are much more expensive. I cannot find those ingredients I'm used to be cooking with. Get over it. It was your decision to move to another country. Yes, accept local way of cooking from local ingredients. Every time you're going back home, you will be amazed how tasty and familiar the food is there in your own country. But it was your choice to move here, so accept it. Accept local ingredients.
Accept.
And learn how to cook from them without complaining. You can't imagine.
Yeah, and there's no point in complaining. Like, I hate people that, like, you put yourself in this position. So why would you move to another country and then start complaining about it? There's no point in complaining, man. Just accept it and just adapt to it and get used to it and embrace it. I embrace the food out here. I embrace me changing my diet because it's something that comes with it.
Your life without your local ingredients and without that food you were growing up with. Well, stay in your country. No need to change it. Number 7. You will not party as you used to in Norway. I repeat, Norway is not a party culture. Yes, there is sort of nightlife in Oslo, and also I bet there are some student parties, but I'm not familiar with this subject. First, I don't live in Oslo, and second, I've never been a student in Norway. In any case, Norwegian nightlife is very much different.
Is that true? Is Norwegian like nightlife, like, is it dead? Is there not a lot of parties here or what?
From nightlife somewhere in London or in Rome. I don't think many people here would stay up until 2, 3 a.m. partying. It's not really typical here. Party in Norway is happening different way. Every Saturday and Sunday when you go hiking, you will meet a lot of people doing the same. That's where Norwegian social life and partying happening outdoor.
That's crazy to me, like, Cause on my TikTok, a lot of people were telling me that it's not normal to talk to strangers like in a store or on the street, but when you're hiking, that's when like everyone talks to each other and like greets each other and says hi or whatever. It's kind of crazy. That's cool.
Also, we have dinner parties with friends here, but those parties will be with much less alcohol than in other European countries. And most probably by 9 p.m. everybody will go home.
Pack up your panties, son.
Oh wow,
We
9
are
p.m.
heading home.
Number 8, you are smoking. Well, it's bad anywhere in the world,
Smoking,
but
what you
in
mean?
Norway it's also insanely expensive. Okay, let's have a quick look at the maths. A pack of Marlboro Red in Norway is about 13-14 euros per one pack. Even
Yeah.
if you're smoking half
my
a pack
gosh.
a day, in 1 year time you will spend on this habit 2,555 euros just
Wow.
on cigarettes. This is how much smoking will cost you in Norway. Well,
You
lucky
better quit before you come
if
here.
you manage to get a job in Norway, which will allow you to pay this amount without noticing. But it's still bad for your health, so you better please get rid of this habit, and better right now. Number 9, you will miss your family and friends. This is 100%.
That's true, man. I miss my family. Miss my family a lot, man. I mean, my friends, I miss y'all too, but I feel like with friends, it's kind of easier to connect over social media. We play video games, we do that kind of stuff, and I was already kind of used to not seeing my friends as much, because you know how life gets after high school. You don't really see your friends as much, and I don't really have that many friends, anyways. I kind of have like my friends that I have are really my family, so yeah, man. So when I'm talking about family, they're also included in that, obviously. But yeah, man, I miss my family, my mom, my dad. No cap. No cap. They gotta get out here one day.
And unfortunately, you cannot do anything about it. But remember, it was your decision to change the country, and you are the one and only one to be responsible for this. Advice for you
Exactly.
guys from the person
That's
who
fact.
used to live in 6 different countries.
Wow.
A combination of regular visits, both sides, and a modern technology like FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, will help a lot. I know it's not the same, but guys, it's a part of the process, and unfortunately it is what it is, and I want you to be prepared for this. And if you like complaining to strangers, especially on the bus, if you always know better how people should act and what they should wear, and you love telling them about this, if you can't deal with your curiosity and you keep asking people around why they still don't have kids or when they're going to be married because it seems too late anyway, well, Norway will not be the right country for you. These sort of questions and this sort of behavior will not be tolerated here. As in some countries, Norway included, the rule number 1, mind your own business. Let me put it this way. If you need help, just go and ask for help.
I need help.
Most probably you will get it. But when you don't even know my name, please don't complain to me about your difficulties. News for you, we all have problems. Deal with it.
That's facts. I feel like that's anywhere though.
Number 11, you will never be Norwegian.
Me? No.
Sad.
Let me put it this way, you will never adjust yourself 100%. No matter how hard you study the language, if you're moving the countries after you are 20 years old, in 99% you will keep an accent. I've got my British passport,
Dang.
but it doesn't make me English. I will stay Russian-British with a little hint of Norwegian and Italian until the rest of my life. And I'm proud of it. It's not your nationality what makes you special and unique. It's your own actions. My advice, just accept yourself the way you are. You are special, you are unique, you are enough, you are perfect just the way you are. You don't.
That's why I'm kind of so scared of speaking Norwegian too, because like I don't want to sound like I have an accent. I want to sound like y'all, bro. I don't want to sound like a foreigner. But hey, it's gonna come with it. That's what's gonna come with it.
Don't need to be anyone else. Just be yourself. Because everybody else is already taken.
I honestly feel like those reasons weren't that bad. Like those are kind of logical. I feel like what she was saying was kind of for every country if you're gonna move to it. Like if I was a foreigner in any country, like you could say those 11 things for any country. Like it's not just Norway. But she said a lot of facts when it comes to obviously the prices of stuff and stuff like that. Missing your family. I mean that just comes with moving, obviously. But yeah, man. Hey, let me know what y'all thought about those 11 reasons why you should never move or live in Norway. And again, if you want to send me a video for me to react to on this channel, follow me on Instagram, man. Send me a video there, and I'll give you a shout out in the beginning of that video, man. Yeah, man. I hope everybody has a blessed one. MTQ, we out of here. Peace.